I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Foss from Kojin Cosplay, and today we are back again with you guys with Steins Gate, episode 13. They killed off Mayuri, damn it! Why her? She was so sweet!
Moika has turned out to be an agent of s.e.r.n, and there was, like, they were having a party because Okabe decided not to mess up with the new machine they created to send memories back in time. And they were discussing, like, he had this weird vision of Mayuri finding him at the beginning of time and having looked for him, like, over and over a lot of timelines and stuff, and it was kind of scary and really sad. And he was mentioning that, you know, Mayuri didn't want this to happen, and he could, you know, he understood that, and he was scared too. Like, he got threats and stuff, so he chose not to use it, not to experiment with it. He wanted to go public, and they were having a party about this. And then there was something happening on TV. Trains had stopped. There was a terrorist warning, and Suzu freaked out. She recognized stuff happening, I guess, and she knew what was coming next. And instead of telling them, she freaked out and she left. Minutes after, s.e.r.n showed up with a lot of agents.
Yeah.
And Moika was there, and they had guns, and they basically said, "You three are coming with us. We're taking your time machine." And he was like, "What happens to Mayuri?" And she's like, "Mayuri's unnecessary."
So, bye-bye.
So, let's jump in this episode and see what they do next. I sure hope they manage to go back in time eventually to bring her back. She doesn't deserve this.
Oh. There
are so many characters in the shows we're watching right now that are dying, by the way. Whew. Okay, let's go.
Alright.
Fuck you, girl. Oh, oh! Now you come back? You had a change of heart? It's too late! Woohoo! This is so cool! Gosh! She is a warrior.
42ブラウン管点灯済み
They're forced to send him back. They have to try. Oh gosh. I love that they're doing it now, you know? No matter, he's going back in time. Okay.
Nice episode opening.
I love that they time travel right away. I hate that they time travel, but I love that they time travel. You know? You get it. Whew.
It's strange. It's between a mix of sadness, anxiousness, and happiness because the show is just so good.
The show is picking up, and it was already good.
マユリの祖母が亡くなったのはまだマユリが小学生の頃だった。マユリは毎日墓参りを欠かさず、それは祖母が亡くなって半年経っても続いていた。片身の懐中時計を手にいつも空を見上げていた。そんなある日、光は差した。レンブラント光線、エンジェルラダーとも呼ばれる光。マユリがその光に引き込まれていくような、このままマユリが消えてしまうような。
Like she's reaching out for her grandma.
おかり
連れてなんて行かせない。マユリは俺の人質だ。人体実験の生贄なんだ。口をついて出たのはガキの頃覚えたそんなセリフ。マユリと二人で見たテレビで
So he's been playing the game?
テストがバカみたいに叫んでたセリフ。
マユシーはおかりんの人質なんだね。じゃあしょうがないね。
It's actually so sweet!
どうしたの？
Oh, you don't
もしかして
understand.
居眠りでもしてた？
Girl, you don't know. Now tell them what's going on.
Open your damn mouth.
今は何時だ？何時だ？
何よ、もうすぐ5時。
Everyone just died, okay?
マイはどうだ？
何なのよ、やぶから棒に。
マユシならルカシのとこにパーティー誘いに行くってさっき出て行ったじゃん。
買い物行くの？
No!
開発評議会は中止だ。今日はこれで解散だ。
Why don't you tell them what happened?
どういうこと？
いいから帰るんだ。いいな、絶対だ。
何なの？携帯がかかってきたと思ったら、携帯？
Ah, she's
She's
cut it
gonna
on,
see,
yeah.
yeah.
マユリ、マユリ、
いえ、今日は
マユリはどうだ？
もう帰りましたけど。
帰った？いつだ
30分ぐらい前でしょうか。ラボに戻るって言ってましたけど、戻ってないんですか？
もし見かけたらすぐ俺に電話するように言ってくれ。どこにいるんだマユリ。
She's gonna come back to the lab. You still have
マユ
time.
リか。
おあいにくさま。あんた未来からタイムリープしてきたんじゃない？
Yep.
Yes. Tell her what happened. Don't keep secrets.
その様子だと何かあったってこと？
だが詳しく話している時間はない。とにかく逃げるんだ。
逃げるってどこに？
どこでもいい。なるべくラボから離れるんだ。分かったな。
後でちゃんと聞かせてよ。
Will he have a chance?
変なことはしないでね。
Yeah.
He's gonna try.
He's trying to stop the crazy, but you know, usually it does the opposite.
さ、お茶の水。
マユリを見てないか？
ちょうど今パーティーに誘われて。
どうだ？
そこ右曲がったとこ。あ、ねえ、お茶の水ってどっち？
水なら交番で聞け。それと送ったらお前も戻ってくるな。
どういうこと？
理由は後で話す。
He's trying so much. Ooh.
マユリ。
あ、オカリ見て、一番星。何？
いいから一緒に来るんだ。
パーティーは？
中止だ。
すずさん誘っちゃったし、ダル君だってピザ頼む。
いいから言うことを聞け。
You shouldn't freak her out,
オ
though.
カリ。
すまない。
マユシーはよくわからないのです。実験やっぱりやりたかった
No, he didn't want to.
そういうわけじゃない。でも今は言う通りにしてくれないか。時間がないんだ。詳しいことは後でちゃんと話す。
I love when he
It's
gets
true
so
though,
serious.
the last episode we thought that maybe her parents died, but she said that she had to call her parents.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
were wrong that
時
way.
間だからな。
Careful, there's still a bomb
でも誰もいない
around.
よ、ホーム。
もう一度お伝えします。爆破の予告があったために現在運転を見合わせているのは
オカリ？
Well, she's surrounded by people.
早く。岡部、
Oh.
凛太郎だな。
No, no.
Mayuri, go
ど
away.
うしたの？
そこ何止まってんだよ。どいてくれ。走れ。
I mean, at the very least, they won't kill you, man, you know?
走れ。全力で
Don't
走るんだ。
keep her with you! That's the thing, dude! They are after you!
Yeah, but she knows what's going on too.
Run away! Thank you! Oh, no! Again!
No.
And he's nowhere near the machine now!
No, don't.
Damn it! Moika again? Fuck you! You know what? Oh!
死んだのは椎名真由里です。岡部君、いえ、岡部倫太郎が確保しました。
Oh my god!
殺させない。マユリ、絶対に助けてやる。
Again! Hurry up before they destroy everything!
必ず。
He's gonna create so many parallel storylines! It's gonna get so crazy!
どうして？
ミスター・ブラウンが今晩乗り込んでくるという情報をキャッチした。 おかわりまたなんかやらかしたん？ああ、ちょっとな。
でもマユリは？
マユリには俺が言う。とにかくここにいては危険だ。本日は解散とする。
Will they try to kill Mayuri if she's not around?
I don't know, but she knows what's going on, but she's not a scientist.
もしもし。
俺だ、岡部だ。
すみません、今日
マユリはそこにいるか？
マユリちゃんですか？はい、今帰るところ。
呼び止めるんだ。俺が行くまで絶対にそこから動くなと伝えてくれ。
でもラボに戻る。
いいから言う通りにするんだ。
はい、
He
マユリ
seemed
ちゃん。
panic enough to listen to, you know?
マユリ。
ああ、オカリ。てってる。これからふぶきちゃんのコス直してラボに帰るところだったのに。
ふぶきちゃん、そういうことだったのか。
直したらすぐラボに行くからパーティーには間に合うよ。
Stay with your friend.
パーティーは中止。延期になった。
どうして？
どうしてもラボが使えなくなってな。今からマユリにはちょっと付き合ってもらい
If
たい。
she stays with you, that's when she risks dying.
すまんが、
I want him to succeed, but I don't think it's gonna work
秋
this
葉
time
原の
either.
駅向こうじゃないかな。
地下鉄で行く。
そうなんだ。
They're not taking the train, they're taking the subway.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
He's so freaked out. Oh
I
my
would be
God.
too if I was in his place.
こうやってオカリンに引っ張られて歩くのすごい久しぶりだね。
ああ、
Oh my God.
戻るぞ。
At least he's being calm this time, at least. You should take her somewhere where there's people and leave her there. Tell her to go to her friend. Unless they want to kill her too. If that's part of the plan, then. Because if she's just casualty, he needs to stay away from her.
行くぞ。
あれ、マユシの会中止まっちゃってる。ずいぶん人が多いね。
総武線が止まったんだろう。
止まってるの？
爆弾を仕掛けたという電話が入ったらしくてな。
そうなんだ。あのね、マユシは聞きたいことがいっぱいあるけど今は我慢しとくね。
Why say that then?
その代わり終わったら全部聞かせてほしいのです。
約束する。
マユリお姉ちゃん。
Oh my God. Oh my
You're
God.
shitting me! You're shitting me, seriously! What the fuck is wrong?
Oh my God.
No matter what he's doing, she's gonna end up dead!
わざとじゃないの。
Oh my
私
God.
お姉ちゃんを
Oh girl.
させようと思って。
Again?
殺させない。マユリは俺が
Oh my God.
助ける。
Time is going back.
Again.
Oh
Again.
God.
Oh my goodness, that's the third time that she's dead! The third time!
You know, last episode I was saying that sadly, since I've seen a lot of stuff about time travel, I know that usually if something is supposed to happen, time will always, you know,
Find a way
even
to
though
make it happen.
exactly. I was saying that because I feared, you know, my reaction last episode when she first died was mostly shock, but deep down I was saying to myself, oh, they're gonna save her. Obviously, this episode, that's what he's been trying to do, but my brain kept telling me that, you know, there is a chance that he won't be able to save her. You know, I was trying to bring myself to understand that this could be it, that she could be dead. Seeing this episode now, I hear myself saying what I said last episode again, and I'm like, gosh, I was spot on. This she is supposed to die at this time, and it's like Faith has a way of finding her every time and killing her.
You know what it reminds me? Do you remember the episode in Charm when they went back in time and somehow one of the characters managed to save their grandfather, but later on he died, but in a more horrible way than it was supposed to be in the first time, right?
Yeah, if you change something...
It's gonna happen, but probably way worse than it was supposed to in the first time.
It could be worse. It could be not as intense. Like in this, she wasn't murdered. It was simply an accident.
She
but
got crushed by a train.
Yeah, the way in which she died. Well, the second time she got ran over by a car. So, the way in which she dies, it's like it gets worse. But in this, it was just an accident. And to me, that makes it sound like it's not what Okabe does that matters. It's Faith. She is supposed to die, but he cares so much about her. So fucking much, you know? Like, we saw the flashback and just how he talks about her and stuff, and he's gonna try again, and I fear that the more he's gonna try, the more he's gonna mess it up, because he creates so many timelines. He's creating so many different realities. And he's also doing this with his own head, you know? I fear, first of all, I fear what he's gonna do. Even if he succeeds, I fear how many attempts he's gonna have to try, you know, in order to do that. And if he doesn't succeed, I fear how he's gonna come out of that.
I think that there's a chance that she might survive if he's not with her.
Oh, yeah.
Like, ask her to stay with her friends or at the shrine, I don't know.
I mean, at first I was like, oh, if they're trying to take you in and killing Mayuri is just because she's around, you know? I wonder if they are actively trying to kill her because she knows too much, then yes, okay, she needs to be protected.
But there's that possibility too, yeah.
There is the possibility also that she's just a casualty. So if she is just a casualty, then yes, I mean, stop trying to change things. Text her or find her and tell her to stay with her friend or something, but stay away from her. But he wants so much to make sure that she's going to be okay. He's not going to stay away. And at first I was saying that, but then she died because of an accident. So who's to say that her staying with her friend is not going to lead to something else? You know? I also wonder who made that call about the bomb. Like, is it s.e.r.n? Like, or were they trying to keep them there so they could take them in? Or is it him that's going to eventually call? And that'd be interesting too. Like, who made that call? Because it seems really convenient that all the trains stopped working at this moment because of...
But why would he call and make a bomb threat to the trains not to work?
Depends on what he's trying to achieve. If it's not him, if it might be s.e.r.n, like I said, they might be trying to keep them here.
Probably more s.e.r.n than him. Because that's one of the only way for her to just go back to her parents' house.
I don't know. We'll see. But
yeah, speaking again about the flashback when they were younger, they were so freaking cute.
Yes.
A little Karen and a little Mayuri.
I know.
And he was so scared for her to just disappear in the light that he hugged her and said, "You're my hostage now."
But from the looks of it, he started everything at that moment. He started everything, like his entire role-playing game was inspired by a movie they saw together, and that was basically his body reacting on its own. Like, he talked before he realized what he was saying. He just mentioned that quote from the movie, and he created this mad scientist persona that he kept later on. But that was all born from, if he started it all from there, that was all born from the fear of you losing that girl. Aww. So I'm like, now that we know that, I just want to find out more. Like, I want to see why they became so close. When she first died in the last episode, he was like, what did you do? Like, she was my... And he never finished his sentence. So I'm like, she was my friend, she was my... I don't know, like... I want to figure out what happened between these two to be so close. Because he freaked out, like, when she reached out for this guy, like, he had a very physical reaction. He was so scared that she was just gonna vanish. I'm like, where does that fear come from, you know?
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Like, it's... I loved seeing them so young.
Oh my goodness. Do you think that maybe when he was younger, he perceived a time a world line changing when he was younger. Do you think that maybe him from the future sent a message when he was younger and he knew something's gonna happen to Mayuri? He was scared for her, you think?
I don't know. I know that we know that he noticed a time change when he was a kid.
Yeah.
But he never realized what it was. It's true though that when you're a kid, if you get like these feelings or these messages, you're gonna convert them not into information but into feelings and reactions. So for example, if something really bad happens in your past, you're just gonna keep with you some. For some it's not true, but sometimes you're just gonna keep the memories of the emotions that you went through at that time, but you're not gonna remember what caused these emotions.
So there might be a chance that he received a message from the future telling him that Maddie's gonna be dead and he got scared. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fantasizing about something that's not true.
Weirdly enough, that what you just said reminded me of Butterfly Effect, the movie, and in which it, spoiler alert if you want to see this movie or if you haven't seen it, but at the end, one of the ends actually is him basically going back in time to when he was a kid, meeting the girl he loves, like the girl whose life always ends up being destroyed by his time traveling. And he goes back in time and he severes completely his relationship with the girl. Like, first time they met, he basically treated her like shit, so she would never become his friend. So then when he goes back in time, he was the cause of all her suffering. So going back in his timeline after that change, they never became friends, so her life is okay, you know? So you made me think of that. I'm like, maybe he's gonna try to sever that connection with Mayuri because he's the one that caused all of this for her.
I'm gonna be sad if that's true.
I know, but I mean, it's at the same time though, this is all for nothing if Faith has decided that Mayuri has to die on this day at this hour. And it's weird for me that time keeps stopping whenever we get to.
What if Fate decided for Mayuri to die because he started to create the time machine? If he never started to create it at the beginning, S.e.r.n wouldn't have come to spy on them and capture them.
Like I said though, the last time he tried to save her, it wasn't S.e.r.n. So that's why I'm like, it's Faith. It's almost like Faith has decided that Mayuri has to die on this day.
Yeah, but to be fair though, he tried to escape S.e.r.n, so he went to the subway and
but
the
who's to
accident
say?
happened.
Who's to say that if he didn't do that, she wouldn't die from an accident somewhere else? Like, that's why we'll have to see, but I fear that maybe all this time traveling, all this messing up with the timeline is what is stopping time right now too, you know? Because something is happening there as well, like the
hourglass. Yeah.
The hourglass stopped working, and her watch stopped working, and everything just stopped working. So something is definitely going on, and it's not a good thing. And I feel like maybe he's gonna try too much to save her, and it's not gonna amount to anything.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I just say we move on and we see what happens next, but you guys were right when you said that stuff was going to pick up after the first part of the show, and like I said though, the first part of the show was pretty great. Like, I love I love exploring characters' past, I love discovering characters' personalities, I love getting to know these guys, because it's part of the journey, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes people will basically feel bored watching something that takes time to take off, and they want action to happen right away, and I'm like, just enjoy the journey, just enjoy the story.
I think that by exploring past of the characters, the personality, they grew on you, get attached, and when shit happen like this, you get sad.
Well, they planted so many seeds. I'm like, I'm ready to see where this is gonna go. Whew. I want to save Mayuri, but the more it goes, like, this episode made me feel like, there is no hope.
Might not happen, yeah.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is already on Patreon. Check it out. The link is in the description.
Yep, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch it now, or wait for the next one to be out on YouTube, which will be next week, unless we mess up with the time travel again. Yeah, next week, guys.
Bye!
See you then.